Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts on Star Wars and Comics. Now, I finished off the Age of Republic one-shot line. They're going to move into the, I can't remember what they call it. I think it's the Age of the Empire or something like that. See it in the back here. Age of Rebellion, sorry. Anyway, so there's 4 more comics in this series that I got. One is based on Anakin Skywalker. It's not too bad of a read. It kind of goes into, his time in between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith a little bit more, Clone Wars era. Kind of dwells in on, some of his darker stuff. It's definitely got some good action. It's got some good art. The writing's pretty good. It's still Jodie Hauser, I believe her name is. Yeah. And she did all of these comics, and, she wrote the characters pretty well. They're consistent with their movie counterparts for once. They don't seem out of place or anything like that. Count Dooku, same sort of deal. It's just him on his own little thing, and he runs into a Jedi while he's on a diplomatic mission. And he has to play along with the Jedi for a while, and then he kind of turns on him at the end. Very Count Dooku sort of story. Doesn't really add much to the character, no revelations or anything, but not bad. Padme, I'm actually kind of surprised with. After that not so great Princess Leia series a few years back, I was a little worried about this one, but and it plays her character pretty well. It's with him and her handmaidens or whatever, going on their own little political mission. And, it's just a really good little self-contained story. She gets a couple badass moments. It doesn't, she doesn't shit on Anakin or anything, or any of the other male characters. It's pretty good. It's got some good action scenes in it. I especially like how it ends. I don't want to show it to you. The only thing I thought was weird were these pink space bunny squid type creatures. Not the best alien design they've come up with in the Star Wars, but it's better than some of the stuff coming out of the newer movies, that's for damn sure. I can't really complain about anything. The art's decent. One thing I've really liked about this series so far is that they've actually used art and not that weird sort of traced frame art that they've been using in the main Star Wars line. I can give you an example of that. Now, Grievous. This one was pretty awesome. It's just Grievous hunting down Jedi, as he usually did, or we were told that he did, but we never really got to see it. You get a little action. He's breaking into this Jedi temple that's on this planet, and he finds this weird life force ghost or something inside of it, and he tries to destroy it, and it reveals some things about him. They go a little bit into his past and what he was before he became the cyborg, which is kind of cool. Very old EU-ish, which I like. Can't say anything bad about that. I love the art in this one. I never really checked. I read it really quickly. I just read it. Oh, it's Luke Ross. Now, he's a great artist. I've seen his work on some of the other Star Wars books. In fact, I think he did one of the ones in this line, too, that was really good. But yeah, the art is pretty decent. The action's pretty good. There's not much going on in the story. It doesn't, like I said, it goes into his past a little bit, but it doesn't really have any major revelations about the characters or the story or anything like that. These are just fun little comics. But they don't, what I really liked about this line and the other 4 books, except for that one with Jar Jar in it, I didn't really like that one. Mostly because of the Mace Windu part, and I was really looking forward to that, and it kind of sucked. But what I liked about these is that they were consistent with the movie characters. They didn't crap on them. They were consistent with the Clone Wars. It actually seemed like the person writing them knew what the hell they were talking about, and they weren't just making stuff up, or they weren't like virtually rewriting canon like they have been in some of the movies lately. What's kind of turned me off from it. But these are decent, I have to say. So the Age of Republic series, I would definitely pick it up if you're actually looking for some good Star Wars comics that coming from Marvel. And I would stay away from, just a second here, anything in the main line, and I'll tell you why. Because look at this. So you got this beautiful cover here, gorgeous artwork, and then you open up the book and you get this. It's so disappointing. I don't even know what's going on here. I'm gonna have to look at this, but this is strange. This is awful work. I'm sorry to the artist, but this is terrible. Who are you? Yeah, it's the same guy or same chick, I guess, Andrea. Sorry. It's awful. I'm sorry. It really puts me off from the mainline series. But these were fantastic. The other 4 that I had were pretty good and fantastic too. So if you're looking for, I'm sure they're going to collect them into a collection once they're all done. I would definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth a read if you just like general Star Wars stories that don't really break canon, don't really necessarily add to canon, but they're good reads. And that's pretty much all I got today. And I'll see you next time.